Hi guys and welcome to a new video. Today I have the Samsung Galaxy S3 with me, and this one is installing MIUI or MIUI 8. So after this is installed I will make the review video of that, so stay tuned for that. We start with the video. So this is a video about MIUI or MIUI or MIUI, however you call it, on the Samsung Galaxy S3. So I've flashed it, and let's set up this device now. So I set the device now up. So this is MIUI 8, as you can see here, with the new notification panel. Here you have it again. So this ROM is based on Android 6.0.1 on CyanogenMod 13. So as you can see here, it's Android version 6.0.1. This is the GTI 9300 model of the Galaxy S3. This ROM is also available for the LTE model, and I think even for the Note 2. So as you can see here, MIUI 8, you can 3 times press on it to enable the developer option here, and here you can also see the device's specifications. Right, so let's take a look at this ROM now. So there aren't actually that big changes between MIUI 7 and MIUI 8. So the biggest change is probably the notification panel. As you can see here, you have 4 toggles. You can expand them just like TouchWiz, and you can also directly choose your Wi-Fi network. So these options weren't available in MIUI 7, and it has a better look. As you can see here, we have it at the top. We have a search bar. If we press there, so nothing will appear. Oh, it did. So here is the kind of Chinese search. Okay, here's again something in Chinese. So the search bar here is in Chinese, so you can't really search on that. Also, the keyboard isn't that nice. As you can see here, it's also in Chinese, partially. Not fully Chinese, but anyway, it doesn't look nice to have Chinese stuff on your phone. Of course, you can download other keyboards or other Finder apps, but for that you need the Play Store. So this ROM doesn't come with the Play Store installed. You need to flash the G apps for Android 6.1.1 to get the Play Store and all that. So without the Play Store, you can't get any new keyboard or any Finder app. So yes, let's move on now to the settings here. So as you can see, the settings apps is looking a bit different than in MIUI 7. It just looks like, the icons looks like the new Grace UX from the Note 7 and the 7 Edge with Android Nougat. So the icons are really nice in my opinion, but now let's move on. So you have a category called wireless and networks, just like in any other phone, and there's something called display. So here you can set the text size, for example, here, just like in Android Nougat, MIUI. Say okay. Okay, maybe this one is a bit too big. Let's say small. Let's go back. So you also can change your wallpaper directly from the settings, as you can see here, which is also nice. You can also download wallpapers from the Mi Store, but also these are in Chinese. There's something called themes. You can download themes. You can apply themes, which is really nice, but I need to tell you that the theme store is also in Chinese, as you can see here. This time it isn't. Here you can see the theme store is in Chinese. You can search for some themes, so maybe you can type in something like flat Now it's searching. And you will get flat themes, which are really nice compared to the other themes available here, as you can see. But let's move on now. You also have the sound and vibration stuff, really standard stuff which you have on each phone or every ROM. Let's go back. So also lock screen password, as you can see here. There's something called smart cover, which I don't know what it is, but you have something called quick launch camera. If you press the volume down twice from the notification from the lock screen, so as you can see, it opened the camera with a double click on the volume down button, which is really amazing. So yep, let's move on now. There's also something called notification and status bar. You can change the style of the notification panel. So as you can see here, this is the combined version. So you have the notifications at the bottom, at the top you have the toggles, so both are on one page, but you can also separate them. So here's another option, you can press on that and you will see that the notifications are now here and the toggles are at the right side, so they're paged now, as you can see. On that one you can also scroll between the toggles. On the combined one you can't scroll, and you also have less toggles on the combined version, as you can see here. Here you only have 12 toggles. Yep, you can also change the positions of the toggles from here directly, which is also quite nice. Yep, you can also show the notification icon, so every time if you get a notification here, its icon will be shown up at the top, just like in any other ROM, but in that case you can also deactivate that, so you won't see the icons at the top anymore if you have a notification. So this is a nice option if you don't like the icons at the top here. You can set a own carrier name if you want to, and you can also change the battery indicator to percentage, and it also has a top bar, as you can see here, which is also quite nice. Let's go back now. There's something called second space, which I don't know what it is. It might be something from the Chinese people again. You have do not disturb, you have the battery options over here, and the battery life is quite okay on this ROM, just like in any other Marshmallow ROM for the Samsung Galaxy S3. And yeah, you can also deactivate all system animations, which will give you more power. Here you have storage options. I'm not quite sure if you can use your micro SD card as an internal storage. It says storage settings. Okay, I actually don't know, but I don't think that it has this adaptable storage option of Android Marshmallow. So let's move on. You have something like Mi account or any other account stuff here. So app settings, system apps. Oops. Let's go back. System apps. So here you have all system apps, and you can press on something here like search. You have all settings of the system apps directly from here. So let's go back now. And yeah, this is pretty much it. It also has something called app lock, which is also quite nice. But let's move on to the additional settings here, because there's also something nice. So it has a child mode, which is also amazing, and there's something called quick ball also. Let's go there and activate this. You can see this assistive touch here, just like an iOS, you can press on that, and even has the same icon as you can see here, the home button. So this will be the home button of yours and the menu button. And here you can see the recent apps, which is also the same as in MIUI 7. But anyway, let's move on now. Yep, you can also select if you want to see this quick ball on the lock screen or not. But I actually don't use that because it's just weird. It's a weird option. I don't think that any one of you will need that. So here are some other options. You can take a screenshot with sliding 3 fingers. I don't think that it will work, and I also don't know where to swipe with 3 fingers. As you can see, it doesn't work actually. So this might be a broken feature. Let's move on to buttons. You can change the actions of each button here, which is also nice, just like in Cyanogen mod. And yeah, you also have the developer options, which is also nice. So this is pretty much it. As I said before, the Play Store is not included in the ROM, so you need to flash the G apps to get them. Yeah, let's take a look at the camera now. So as you can see, this is a different camera. It's the MIUI camera, I guess. And it also gives sometimes force crosses, so it isn't that stable, as you can see. Yep, you can switch to the front camera, which is not that nice, but actually I'm pretty sure that it will get fixed. Something which I also need to mention is that this ROM gets OTA updates every Friday, which is really amazing. So you can always get the newest features of MIUI 8. And yeah, it also comes with apps like the compass, the scanners, the barcode scanner or something like that. And it also has a clock app, which is really well designed, as you can see here. But actually it does its job just like any other clock app, and it has these 4 tabs just like in any other Android clock app. So this is the recent apps section. You can also make them smaller, just like in MIUI 7. You need to swipe up to dismiss them. You can get this thumbnail preview if you pinch out, and yeah, this is the recents. You have about 200 megabytes RAM available always. You don't get that much available RAM. Remember that this phone only has 1 gigabyte of RAM, which is not that much, and sometimes this phone isn't able to get activities in background running. So if you open an app, for example, if you open many apps, for example settings and other apps, it isn't able to keep all that in the storage, so sometimes the memory isn't enough for that. Which I also need to tell you is that the ROM isn't that fast as, for example, Cyanogen Mod 11 or any other KitKat ROM, because this device is an old device, and with time it gets always slower, and this is a quite new ROM, and this phone hasn't that much power to be really fast with new ROMs, so keep that in mind. So this is pretty much it. Of course you get something like clock and all that. You also have a security app, which is presented in almost every Chinese ROM, as you can see here, which you can delete, you can clean, and all that nice stuff. It also has an app store pre-installed, but this App Store is also in Chinese, as you can see, so it's better to flash the G apps to get the Play Store on this ROM. Yep, the music app is also in Chinese, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Okay, no, this is nice. So the music player isn't in Chinese. Okay, it is in Chinese. It's partially in Chinese. Partially As you can see here, it also shows Chinese music, which is weird, but actually you can download any other music player from the store. So yeah, this is pretty much it. So thanks for watching and peace.